here. It's good to see you here. Thank you very much for downloading the one-page blueprint. If you haven't downloaded the file yet, you can find a button down this video. Just click on this button and it's going to take you to the PDF file where you can download it. And by the way, I've just sent it to you by email just in case. All right, so the first step in the blueprint here, as you see in front of you, it's the customer avatar. That's the name of the game. It's starting from knowing your customers, developing an avatar about your ideal customers, how they think, what they want, what they need, what do they work, where they stay, where they go out for dinners. Even though this information might not look relevant to your offers or your products, still it's important. Why it's important? Because the customer avatar function as the reference. Think about it as a reference. So it functions as the reference that you use every time you want to create something that engages your audience with your offers. So after you develop the customer avatar, asking these questions, gathering as much or as possible you can about your customers, that will mark your first step in the process, which is the avatar, okay? Excuse my handwriting. I'll assume that you have the PDF again in front of you, whether printed or just watching it on your computer. Now, once we have the avatar, it's the second step here to go and create what I call relevant contents with value added. What does that mean? If you look into the social media right now, you'll see this nonsense marketing, like pages, websites are posting stuff that is not relevant to anything. I mean, it has nothing to do with helping anyone growing faster or growing to a better person. That's a nonsense marketing. Other marketers or other businesses, they share this motivational stuff, and believe it or not, if someone is sharing a lot of motivation on their social media things, that means their business is not doing well. That means they need motivation themselves. So instead of posting nonsense marketing with the social media, we'll use the customer avatar, the information that we have gathered about our customers, and use it to create content on the social media. This content might be simple. I mean, it shouldn't be something complicated. You might use videos. If you don't like videos, you can just write posts. If you don't want to write stuff, you can design an image using Canva, which is a free stuff. You can write a blog post. I mean, it's endless what you can put in there that is relevant to your customer avatar. That's something your customers care about. And now once we start creating this content that is relevant to our customers, that helps them achieve something they want, okay? We'll move to the next step here and we'll create something we call, it's similar to the shop in the traditional way, but we'll call that the lead capture page. So in here we want to capture leads, we want to capture contacts of our customers. How we do that? There is something called a lead magnet. If you haven't heard about it, no problem. If you have, well, that's great. So the lead magnet is a free piece of information or digital content that you give it away for free in exchange of your customers' contact details. Which is, if you think about it, it's the same thing that just happened to you. You saw a lead magnet. You saw the one-page blueprint, which is a valuable thing. Again, it's not like fluff things. So you need to make sure that your lead magnet is valuable to your audience. So you saw this this offer, and I'm telling you this is for free, and I want to help you with it. And you gave me your contacts in exchange of getting this free thing. This is a deal. So you need to develop a lead magnet that can help your audience achieve something they want. And that's all based on the customer avatar, because you need to know what they really want. So for example, you are a business owner, maybe an entrepreneur or a marketer. I know that you want to reach your ideal customers in the UAE. So that's what I did. I've created this lead magnet that helps you achieve this goal, which is now I'm giving it to you. The same thing, you need to look into your audience, or into your customers. You need to see what they want, what can you bring to them to help them achieve that thing, and it shouldn't be like big chunk, something simple, small, and actionable advice. The same thing that I'm giving to you here. You put it on a PDF file, on a video, on anything, and that applies to any kind of business: e-commerce, professional services, health, fitness, body care, anything. You can create a lead magnet about any type of business, because at the end of the day, there has to be a certain piece of information that helps your audience achieve a goal or solve a problem or get rid of a pain, right? That's the point here. So once you create this lead magnet, you put it on a landing page or a squeeze page, the same page that you've seen me doing it, which is the same page that you are in right here, or the previous page that you've just been landed, that you've been moved or transferred from that page to this page. It's the same thing. So you put it in there. Don't worry about the technology. I will explain to you about it in a minute. But let's just focus on the strategy here. Okay? Now, once you immediately do this, you move to the second part here, and you make a relevant offer. All right? Relevant offer. And if you guess that I have an offer for you, that's exactly what I'm going to do. That's absolutely the right thing to do, because this is the point. I have now the chance to speak to someone who is most likely interested in this kind of training, in this kind of support. So it's insane that I miss this opportunity and not to offer you something. Do I really expect you to buy something? No, I mean, that's up to you, but my job is to make the offer. The same thing, or the same way you need to think about it or consider once you engage with your audience. So once they have opted in or signed up for that lead magnet, you immediately acknowledge this, which is the same thing that I've just did, and then you give them an offer. And if you're wondering what that offer is, just wait a minute, and I'll tell you about it in a minute. Let's just explain the blueprint for you so you better understand it and deploy it in your business. Now, this offer, your customers might say yes or no. I mean, it's okay, right? So anyway, you need to put them on something called trust building sequence. Trust building sequence, which is a series of emails or a series of content that goes to them maybe every other day, every 3 days, every 5 days, every week, a newsletter or something. But this content, again, it should not be nonsense content. It has to be carrying the same value of the lead magnet here, like you are bringing to them something even more. You want to build trust and demonstrate that you are good at giving them the offer. The idea here is that most marketers, most businesses, they give up on their customers. They think that, hey, they didn't buy my thing, then they didn't like me or they hate me. Well, you shouldn't be thinking this way, because you are smarter than that. The idea here is that it's just you've just met. I mean, maybe you don't know me. Maybe your customers doesn't know you, right? They need time to buy to know you, to buy from you, to understand that you can help them in certain area in their life, or you can help them achieve a result or buy a product or something. So they need time to understand that, which is a human nature, and that's absolutely normal. The same way you should think as well while you are working with your customers or selling to your customers. So you put them on a sequence here, and if you notice that I didn't mention the medium here exactly, because the medium it's not the big question. And what I mean by the medium, like, is it an email marketing, or is it a Facebook bot? Is it SMS? Is it phone calls? Doesn't matter. I mean, whatever helps you in your business, you can take this decision better than I do, because you know your business ins and outs. So this is the idea here. You need to think or to find the medium that helps you keep conveying the same value and build the trust, and in the same way demonstrating that you are good at what you are doing, because your customers don't know that yet. I'm not saying that you're not good, you are good, of course, but your customers still don't know it. So you need to give them time and demonstrate that, like show them, not just tell them, hey, I'm good. No, you show them that you're good in what you do. All right? And then after this trust build of sequence, you do another offer here, okay? You do another offer. Right? Now, maybe they have said no here or yes. I mean, it doesn't matter. Or here again, they might say yes or no. Again, it doesn't matter. But the idea here is that you are increasing the likability or the likelihood of someone to buy from you, because the trust has been established. Now they know you, they like you, hopefully, and they trust you. So then after that, they can consider investing with you, whether buying your product or service or coming to your place. The same thing, by the way, I mean, if you were wondering, does this apply to your business? I would say yes, because this strategy does apply to any kind of business. Personally, I use it into 2 different businesses. I have a kids events business, kids entertainment business, and it works amazingly there for me. I'll tell you about it in a minute. And it works for me in this marketing and the coaching and the training business and the consultancy part as well in particular, which is amazing working in there. My clients and my students and my customers, use the same thing, and it works for them in various fields and various types of businesses. So if you have this question, does this apply to my business? Of course it does. If you have a restaurant, it works for you. If you have a professional service company, if you are an accountant, it works for you. If you are an e-commerce guy, it works for you. If you, whatever you do, this thing applies to you, because it's a strategy, not the technology alone behind it. So you need to fix or to look into the technology part. And the same thing, of course, goes back and forth. So in here again, you after you do the other relevant offer, you here provide what I call it is a genuine help. Seriously, like if they didn't buy from you, that doesn't mean they are bad people. Maybe it's not the good time for them to invest with you. Maybe it's just it's not the right moment to buy from you. Maybe they don't have the money now. Maybe they'll just get it later on or arrange themselves with that. So it doesn't mean that they are bad people or they think bad about you. It's just they're not ready. So your job here is to treat them and to love them with who they are. Don't try to change them. Okay? That's a human nature. So you give a genuine help. You provide more content again. And if you're wondering, like, what about this content thing? I need to create a lead magnet here and a trust building sequence here, and I need to create more. Guess what? This is the same thing that you create for the social media things for you. And this way, your marketing moves from nonsense marketing to make sense marketing. Got the point here? It's like people start engaging with you. If you are wondering why people engage with a certain person or a certain company on the social media and they don't engage with other one. Why would other people go buy followers and buy likes to increase their social the social look and feel without the real feel inside? That's the idea here. But once you start applying this, ideas will start flowing into you seamlessly. Now, after that, you of course you make an offer, and then after the offer, whether they bought or they didn't, you add them to something, I call it the goodwill, which is, anyway, you haven't bought from me anything, you didn't buy, I hope you can see this. Okay, so the goodwill, the last part. So it's just like they didn't buy from you, but that doesn't mean they are bad again. So you put them on a goodwill sequence or a goodwill series of emails or Facebook posts, maybe phone calls, whatever, like you keep them there and you stay in touch with them every once in a while. Maybe once a month, twice a month. I mean, it's up to you how often you want to reach out to this audience who are in the goodwill sequence. And if you think about this, this even gives you an opportunity in the future when you have a new product to launch or when you have a new service to offer or when you have a certain discount or a certain promotion, that you have people who are already know you. They've been through your thing, your entire thing, and they are now warm to you. So it's easier for you to reach out to them. It's free. I mean, you got their contact. So it's easier for you to reach out to them and to sell to them. And sometimes you can make exclusive offers for them. I mean, it's for you. I mean, this is your world. It's up to you how to design it. Now, if you are wondering what is my offer to you, I'll tell you about it right now. My offer to you, my friend, is that if you need my help in executing this and putting it to work, in creating and using the technology, in developing the right technology to use this blueprint, to deploy it, to take it from just a concept or from just the blueprint sheet that you have here, then you should join my online course. This online course is designed exactly to help you fast track your execution on this formula. It helps you create your funnel. This is called a sales funnel or a marketing funnel. So it helps you decide what pieces you should put in your business, your unique business. It helps you as well determine what pieces or what softwares or technology you need to use and apply this concept. And it helps you as well with how to test it and make sure it's working and converting and getting you leads, traffic, sales, and so on. Now, you might be wondering, what about this traffic thing? I mean, you have built this, but you need people to join this, right? You need someone to join you. You need some people to buy from you. So how can you do this? Well, have no fear, because what I did is that as well I have included a Facebook and Instagram ads as well program for you. So that means you will learn how to use Facebook plus Instagram to drive traffic, and then you will have your funnel. So you'll send them to your funnel here, and then that is as well gonna add more value, help you with more strategies, share with you more secrets and advices on how to execute in the technical part and on the strategy part of this whole sales funnel thing. So if you like this offer and you wanna go ahead with it, so you should now be able to see the offer part been activated down this page. Just scroll down and you'll see it been activated, and in there you can immediately jump and take this offer right away.